Okay, it's been a little over an hour. My shit, they was trying to burn it. So I think I'm burning my fucking curry. This double burner is not double burning. I threw some water in there because I didn't want it to burn. Where's my spatula? I mean, the chicken is cooking. The potatoes are soft. I don't know if it's supposed to be like this color. I felt like it was supposed to be, I don't know what curry is supposed to look like. But this chicken looked like it's, damn, it's about to fall off the bone. Actually, I think the chicken might be done. Maybe this is it. I'm gonna let it sit on here. I gotta still make the rice. I'm gonna make some white rice with it, and that'll be done in like 20 minutes. So theoretically, this will be done in 20 minutes. I don't know. I think I'm gonna put a splash more water in here, and then let that simmer for another 20 minutes. Notice we got the filtered water here. Yeah, man. I hope I'm not fucking this up. The chicken looks done. I was worried that the chicken wasn't gonna cook all the way, but it looks like it's tender, falling off the bone. I don't know why the other stuff looks, I don't know. It smells, I don't really know how it's supposed to smell, but it smells like something I would enjoy. It smells good. I added a little bit more curry in there. Hey, maybe I should add a little bit more turmeric. No, I'm gonna let it simmer for 20 minutes. Just trust the process. Just gotta trust the process. Right, this rice, I've never tried this rice before. Apparently it was made in Texas or distributed in Texas. But I'm only doing this because I know y'all are gonna come for me on Instagram or social media if y'all don't see me wash my rice. So that's what I'm doing here, just for y'all. Don't come for me. I need a strainer. Did I leave my strainer up there? I do a little double rinse. One time for the gram. I did the same ghetto double burner with the rice because it was about to boil over. That's low. That's completely low. The flame is going over the grate or something. That's the lowest it can go. That's crazy. I hope I don't burn my rice, man. It's getting there. I only got like a few more minutes left. I went ahead and turned off the fire on this. This is actually smelling really good. I'm really excited. Yay! I'm kind of nervous, but very excited. Put that up in there. Oh yeah. Pretty sure it's supposed to look like that. It's actually pretty good. A little spicy. I didn't think it would be a spicy kind of thing. I didn't know what I thought it was going to taste like. Hell yeah. All right, it's Tuesday, March 25th, 2025. It's like 10:30 in the morning. I woke up a few hours ago. I'm still here in Guyana. It's day 6, I believe. Yeah, it's day 6, Tuesday. This has been so far a very interesting trip, I would say. It did start off a little rough for me personally because, you know, I wasn't finding anything to do. Like the first 2 days I did nothing, but literally after I made that rant video about being single, doors were just opening, contacts were, you know, networking, a lot of things were just happening. So I'm trying to think, I'm just gonna sum this up. My birthday was on Sunday. I made a, I think I made a video. I really don't know where I am with all my content because I haven't really been making the content like this. I've just been like sort of just stockpiling all the videos and stuff. So they will all eventually go up because, I need to clear out my phone. So they'll all eventually go up. But for right now, I don't even know where to start. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to one thing that I know I didn't get on camera. My birthday, we went on a bicycle tour, and I went to the 𝗲𝗪𝗏 market. I'm probably saying that wrong. 𝗲𝗪𝗏 market, 𝗵𝗠𝗪𝗏 market, which is a big market where they have like farmers have like fresh plants and produce and stuff like that. It was a part of the tour, so I got to eat some Guyanese food and had some like hibiscus tea and stuff. Very cultural area. So the thing that made that area kind of hectic for me was just the amount of people that were around. It was very much like exactly how it looks like. Just picture like a Caribbean market, and there's just a lot of hustle and bustle, and everyone drives on the wrong side of the street here, so that's kind of confusing. And all the blend of cultures, people are yelling a lot and stuff. So I wanted to add this highlight because I'm not going to put it on my Instagram stories because it's kind of a long story and it's kind of irrelevant. But there was this homeless lady that was walking around the market. Now, I'm very familiar with the homeless community and like the homeless culture, so I can spot it right away. I have a little bit more empathy for homeless people than, let's say, like the average person maybe who has not like experienced full-blown homelessness, rather voluntarily or involuntary. So it was like this circle thing. It was like I don't know what the hell it was called, I forgot, but it was like a bread that was like in a circle, and inside the bread it had like fish and peppers and meat and stuff, and it was really good. But as soon as it touched my hand, my first technically real Guyanese food, because all my food that I've eaten here has been cooked by me, which I'm actually really proud of. But as soon as it touched my hand, I wanted to take a picture of it. I took it out of the package and I took a picture of it, sitting down at the market restaurant thing. And the homeless lady walked up to me directly and she said, "Food." That's all she said. She walked up to me and she said, "Food." And I didn't know what I was like, "Huh?" She goes, "Food." And I was like, "Do you want some food?" She goes, "Yeah." So before I could even touch it myself, I'm still taking a picture of it. I ripped off half of my bread thingy, and I gave it to her. Because for one, if you're homeless or you're not homeless, if you walk up to someone and you say food or you're hungry, it should be your God-given right. All humans deserve the right to eat food, right? Food, water, shelter. I would have done it to anybody. So it wasn't even a matter of, oh, I'm doing it because she's homeless or, whatever. I just thought, hey, she must be hungry because she's coming up to me and asking for food. Now, mind you, I didn't pay for this. This was all paid for by the tour guide, and the tour guide saw me do it, and nobody really stopped me. No one's really going to stop someone from giving someone free food or giving someone some food. It's just like the human thing to do. But she didn't say please. She didn't say thank you or anything. I just ripped off half of my fresh food and I gave it to her. And as she's eating it, she goes to the next person in my tour guide. And she was like, food. She was like going down the line of all of us in the tour and just saying food. And then that's when my tour guide was like, we don't have anything else for you. And then she started like yelling and crying. It got a little crazy. And then she just kept sort of harassing the other people. And I just sort of like stepped up with the rest of my little thing and I just walked off to the side, because then the locals, apparently she's like a popular homeless person and maybe she's ratchet, maybe she's got some mental health issues or some drug problems, I don't know, but she was well known enough to where basically the person behind the counter, like who made the food, some of the other farmers around, they were all just like telling her to leave, get out of here. Because you know what? It's kind of harassing, you're kind of harassing people. Even if we're not tourists, it's just kind of like, harassment. You come into a business where people are trying to, exchange goods and stuff, and you're like begging. And I have no problem with begging, but there has to be a limit. She didn't, for me, the thing that got me is that she wasn't grateful. She just said food. She didn't say please or thank you. And as she was like eating it, she's like going down the line and asking people for food. And then I saw one of the locals like throw water on her, which was kind of sad to see. Like they harassed her back. I don't know the whole story, like I said, but she was obviously well known by people. Border market was just a crazy experience, but that was it for that. Okay, that's a highlight for that. My tour guide was very knowledgeable. He does like multimedia stuff, like he does videography, boat tours. He does a lot of, he speaks multiple languages, very well knowledgeable about Georgetown. He's from St. Lucia, but so I had walked up to the bike tour meeting place, and he had offered to walk me back because, you know, I was kind of nervous walking there, and it was like just a lot of homeless people and stray dogs. There was a lot of stray dogs on my way up there. So he offered to walk me back. It was fun, and I learned some more stuff about Georgetown, and he even gave me a contact. He gave me a contact to take a tour to the 𝘊𝗵𝗏𝗀𝗀, which is basically the only thing I was looking forward to doing out here, was going to go see those waterfalls. And he said, tell them I sent you. Give them my name. Tell them I sent you. And sure enough, I was booked like that. So, you know, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful, and I gotta remind myself to not freak out when I get somewhere and I don't have anything planned. I don't need anything planned. I'm gonna be here for a while. You're gonna figure out something to do. I was really on one those first 2 days. I was very emotional, very depressed. But you know, the bike tour was like the only thing that I was able to book. And from that, I, you know, made contacts, and I learned a lot about Georgetown, Guyana, and I was able to get help to book my 𝘊𝗵𝗏𝗀𝗀. So that's probably the most exciting news I have. It is going to be on my second to last full day here in Guyana, which will be a perfect like cherry topping to a good trip. Like I'm kind of just been low key relaxing. And so yeah, at the end of the trip, I'll get to go to, he even arranged a ride for me, because also I have not taken a cab. I'm really proud of myself. Future self, you're gonna be so happy to hear this, that I have not spent a dime. Other than the one that took me from the airport to the B&B the first time, I have not spent a dime on transportation. Everywhere that I've needed to go, I've walked there, or I've gotten picked up by my friend of a friend, Joshua's friend, Rochelle, who has picked me up. I have not spent a dime on transportation. I have not swiped my card at all. Everything that I've been able to pay for, I did bring some cash with me because I didn't want to get those reoccurring transaction fees on my credit card. So I have not even swiped my card whatsoever. The only time I used my debit card was when I was booking the tour online for the waterfalls, the sunset cruise, and the bicycle ride. Only 3 times. Every other time I've been using my cash. I only came out here with like $360 cash, and I still got like maybe $30-40 left in American cash, mostly Guyanese money. I have a lot of Guyanese money. Everything's very affordable out here, and it's all really congested here in Georgetown, because I've learned that like over 80% of Guyana is mostly rainforests, you know. They're preserving their wildlife a lot. So most of everything you can see in Guyana is right where I'm at. And I saw a lot of it, if not all of it, on my bike tour. And I'm gonna go back to a couple places, you know, check them out. But, you know, everything's really congested. So I can walk in this direction or that direction, and I'll see like the best parts that Guyana has to offer me. I'm so grateful. And I was so doubtful that I was gonna have a good time out here. And I'm just like, I'm surprised with myself. Just surprised with myself. I'm really happy. So yeah, after the bicycle tour, and I got the 𝘊𝗵𝗏𝗀𝗀𝗀 tour set up. That's gonna be on Saturday. Really excited about that. I'm uber excited. That just be a chef's kiss on the perfect end of the vacation. After that, I, you know, took a shower, got all cute, and it was still my birthday that day, and we went on a cruise. I ended up inviting Rochelle with me on the cruise because they had a minimum of 2 people, and you know, she's been so hospitable to me, and she fed me, you know, she brought me around her family, you know, she's picked me up, she's been very hospitable, very nice. So, you know, I you know, it was $200 for the boat ride, which is like $100 a person. And so, yeah, I was just like, you know, whatever, come with me. And it was absolutely lovely. I don't know where this will go into all the episodes, but man, so lovely. We cruised up the river, saw sunset. We saw all the other attractions that I didn't already see on that bike tour. It's amazing how much I saw within just one day, just on one tour. I really want to support the economy out here, because I really hope that they can continue to just sort of rise up and you know, get more money flowing into the country. They discovered oil recently, so you know, hopefully they'll be able to get jobs, create jobs for the people here, so that they can attract more tourism, so that we can come here and do stuff like this. I'm very blessed. I'm very grateful. The cruise was amazing. It was my birthday, March 23rd on Sunday, and yeah, just a beautiful day. At the end of the day, I don't know if I'm gonna put it on camera. I don't even need to put it on camera, but my homegirl Rochelle got me some weed. I actually smoked weed for the first time in since before I left. And I was so fucked up. I was so high. It was pretty good weed. And it was very easy for her to get. And we smoked and we had drinks. I got so fucking drunk. And yeah, I do want to put this on camera just for my future self. I'm really grateful to have met her, and Joshua. And really, I'm really grateful for Joshua. Joshua is the reason why I'm here. Getting emotional. Joshua is the reason why I'm here, why I chose to come here. And I was discouraged and depressed at first, but it's all just been working out. So we came back. I invited her and her friend back to my Airbnb, and we had some drinks, you know, after the cruise. And she went up to the market, which is right around the corner, and she came back with these little Hostess cupcakes and some candles, and she sang happy birthday, and it was just a very, very nice gesture. And I didn't have not a single person from America, okay, with the exception of one of my exes from America called me on my birthday. Not my ex-husband, a different ex called me. He was the only person that called me, but no one else in America. My mother, my sister, my best friends in Georgia, my coworkers, you know, no one, not a single person, with the exception of my one ex, called me to wish me a happy birthday. And you know what? It's not that I required them to or anything. It just would have felt nice, because I'm the kind of person where if you tell me your birthday, I'm writing it down and I'm never going to forget it. Never. There are people who have gotten, if anything, they've gotten a happy birthday from me for decades. Same people. And this will be actually the final year that I'm doing that. I'm realizing that I'm not going to pour out what I'm not receiving back. You know, if we're really friends, if it's a reciprocal, you know, I'm just not going to do that anymore. And then maybe it'll change. I don't know. But I've been talking about everybody knows my birthday. Not a single person wished me a happy birthday. So when she came back, and it was just a gesture that made me just bawl. I was bawling. Granted, I was drunk and high, but yeah, she gave me these little cupcakes, Hostess cupcakes, and put some candles in it, and they said happy birthday to me, and it was beautiful. I woke up the next morning absolutely drunk, which was yesterday, the 24th. I woke up absolutely hungover. I literally stayed in bed all day. It wasn't until around 2 o'clock when I got up, and I was like, maybe I should go outside. And I just sat outside and smoked a joint. And yeah, and that was it. I was feeling slightly annoyed because, and this is a private video, so it won't really get out, but long story short, I guess there was a leak or something, or some moisture in my backpack or something. But within I've been here, today is day 6, so on the 3rd or 4th day is when I started seeing an uptick in the mosquitoes. When I came in on day 1, there was a couple mosquitoes, whatever, that's expected, it's nature. But as time went on, it just kept multiplying, it seems like, and it turned out there was a leak. Oh, I'm seeing it right now. They had to call pest control. see that, but they had to call pest control to sort of seal off the door, and they sprayed around all the apartment. I had to get out of the apartment. Like I said, I was hungover as shit. I stayed in bed till around like 2 o'clock or something like that, only because I couldn't even relax. I couldn't even sleep because they were just a lot of bugs, not just mosquitoes. There were like fruit flies, but mostly just all flies. There were just a lot of flies. So host of the B&B stays like 30 seconds away from my apartment right here. So I told him about it. I'm not the kind of person to ever give anything less than 5-star reviews for Airbnb. And I say this to them, I said, hey, I'm always gonna give you a good review because I travel a lot and I want you to give me a good review so we can keep this good thing going, you know? I really shout out to my host at Airbnb here in Guyana. He immediately came over here, got pest control over, and there's virtually none now. Now we're just back to just like, oh, maybe 1 or 2 or whatever, which is fine. But it was unbearable, but he was very responsive. He cleaned it up right away. But while that was happening, I was, you know, just sort of feeling the weight of everything. And I sat outside, and I'm gonna give a shout out to my other friend. This is private, but this is just for my future self, she lives in Georgia. She works at Waffle House with me. I texted her early in the morning and said, just, hey sis, I just kind of needed someone to talk to, I guess. And, you know, while I was sitting outside, she just called me. She called me right away, and we talked on the phone for like 2 hours, and she said a prayer for me. And because I told her, like, I'm having fun, but, you know, I'm just worried about, you know, coming back home and being just fucking broke. I know, like, it took a lot for me to get here. I worked every day last year. So at one point I had 2 jobs. I took no days off in 2024, and it just took so much out of me to get me here. And then, like, I've just been emotionally, like, just kind of freaking out over the littlest things. You know, at first it was, oh, I have nothing to do. And then yesterday, the bugs kind of just set me off, and I started panicking. So she called me, and she said a very, very good prayer, and I'm really grateful for her. I'm really grateful for her. And yeah, and she helped me put things into perspective. Like, you know, I'm doing something that not many people can do by themselves, let alone like by themselves. And I'm inspiring people to just go for it, even if it's scary, even if it's hard, even if it seems like you're not gonna, you know, succeed. You know, I'm inspiring people to just go for it. And if I do it for anything, I'm doing it for that, really just for her. If one person gets inspired by my videos, it was definitely worth it. And I'm glad that I'm not posting these public videos because I don't like crying that much on camera, but this is for me and whoever else pays for it. Thank you. If you paid for the video, thank you. It really means a lot. You know, so I'm just really grateful for my experiences out here. Today, I don't have any plans today. I made myself a little itinerary. I'm realizing that, like, less is more. Like, I spend a lot of energy stressing out and worrying about if I'm gonna have a good time. And really, I'm just, you know, just go with the flow. Just less is more, and then things will just come to you. You know, like I said, I was probably emotional because I wasn't smoking weed, but you know, I just asked if she knew where to get some weed, and of course, like, she got some weed for me. So yeah, I'm just really blessed. I'm grateful to be here. I know that I'm protected. I know that I'm loved. I love myself. And so I met a friend. I didn't meet a friend. I met this girl who was on the bicycle tour with me. She's from Canada, and she wants to go to the botanical gardens today, or to the pool. I don't know where she wants to do, but she wants to hang out, have coffee, even though neither one of us drinks coffee, but that's just what we say. She's from Canada, so that's basically all I have technically planned for the day. I have a very loose planned schedule. It's nothing set in stone. The only thing that's set in stone is the 𝘊𝘆𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏s, which I'm absolutely geeked for, and I cannot wait for, and that's on Saturday. But until then, today's Tuesday, I'm kind of just here going with the flow. So I might hang out with the lady from the bike tour who is Canadian, and you know, maybe get some lunch or something and go to the gardens. And like that's really all I got going for me right now. Okay, so now I'm gonna break the fourth wall and then talk about real shit. You know what? I don't even think he deserves that. Long story short, if you go back to the private episodes rant, Patrick has been butthurt. And Patrick, if you eventually start, I know it's really about that he can't afford 50 cents a minute, but Patrick has been so butthurt. He has sent me the same message twice that I deleted, novels. And then he sent me a third novel. I blocked him. He finds a way to send me a novel anywhere he can. He sent it on Instagram, he sent it on YouTube twice. And then the fourth time he sent me an extra fucking long novel, and I really get to see his true colors. And this was on a post because a few people have actually asked me for like the information for the video so they can pay for the videos and stuff, and bless all of you. Thanks for watching. But Patrick, he commented on that post. So I made a post on YouTube saying, hey, this is the length of all my videos. This is how you can pay me. This is how much it costs. Thanks for watching. And he sent me this extra long novel, which I deleted, but he was saying things like, oh my God, I really don't even remember. One thing that really stuck out with me was like, that's why, he said, you're selfish. He said, you're so selfish, and that's why your business and your marriage failed. So he is clearly butthurt because we all know why my business failed. Well, why? It wasn't even my business. It was my ex-husband's business. We all know why it failed because we've been watching for 242 episodes. So clearly he has not been paying attention. And if he has been silently judging me this whole time. And this is exactly why I'm charging for videos, because I don't need that kind of energy just hating on a bitch for no reason. He was telling me that my marriage was failing because I'm selfish, and that's why my business failed, and I don't care about anybody, that I'm a pothead, and you know, your videos aren't even that interesting. Like, my videos aren't even that interesting. You don't even do anything except for travel and go to the gym and play with your dog and go to work. Okay, so you've obviously been like, stalking my life, but you can't actually listen to what I've been saying. He's been judging me this whole fucking time. So what I did was I temporarily unblocked him on Instagram from my Shandy Speaks Live page and told him that he was annoying. I said, Patrick, you are annoying. You have always been annoying, and I'm so glad that I don't have to see any more of your annoying comments anymore. Something along those lines, and fuck you very much. And that was it. He hasn't read it, obviously, but if he did, I don't really care. He has been the most annoying subscriber, and I'm glad I'm weeding him out. I've had other subscribers who have been supporting me spiritually, financially. Like I said, thank you for watching. But Patrick, literally, go to hell, literally. So I think that's it. That's all I really want to come on here and bitch about. It's a long video. My episodes are just blending together. Don't know where this will go, but thanks for watching.